Marketers are the interface between customers and the supply chain. They are aware of what their customer needs are, what their customer profiles are, and it's their professional job to be looking upstream to wholesalers, to infrastructure, to storage, to ensure that on the cold winter days, the needs of the propane consumers are met.
It's incumbent on the marketer to be a responsible buyer of the product they sell, and that requires adequate planning.
NPGA has lots of resources available for members to help them be as prepared as they can be for the upcoming winter season. There's a supply planning guide that discusses all the various aspects of supply, and we've also in recent years developed an inventory trends report.
Members have a lot of access to NPGA to help them pre-plan for their market. Tools that give them an idea of where they're at from a national inventory standpoint. We've got different committees that work on supply relationships with both federal and state level entities, as well as working with the railroads and the pipeline companies.
A comprehensive supply plan really involves establishing a rock-solid relationship with your providers.
We meet with our supplier on a yearly basis and have constant contact with them.
There's been studies in the past that have shown that during a peak event, customers need to have 14 days of supply availability.
What inadequate storage can do at a marketer's location, it can really stress and overwork the assets used to deliver the propane.
One of the things that will happen at a peak event is more people will run to a transportation company to get additional supply. When all marketers do that, there's a shortage of equipment out there.
To improve awareness of the propane delivery infrastructure, we have worked with members of Congress to create the Congressional Propane Caucus. Through this caucus, we're able to identify members that have an interest in our issues as well as pursue policies that help our industry.
We look back to 2013 and 2014, compared to today, what we see is less equipment available, less drivers available. The response nature that we would have at our disposal has been lessened.
Getting your customer tanks filled through the summer and well before fall is the smart way to do business.
Storage is so important, both for the marketer, their bulk plants, and having storage in the field.
The supply chain can be complicated from production to distribution, so marketers need to pay attention to what's happening upstream from them so that they can obtain supply and continue to serve their customers efficiently.
Marketers need to be assembling a portfolio of supply among potentially multiple suppliers, among instruments like financial instruments that would protect them for price, forward purchasing, futures, etc. They should also be examining what they think the stability of their suppliers is, and frankly, as we move toward the winter, they should be updating this on a regular basis.